It's a Tuesday afternoon, and I can tell you now, most people are at home, slaving away, and they're not happy with the current situation, but they're not doing anything about it. You are. You're actively doing something about it by being here.
Yeah.
Things can change if you want them to change. It all has to come from you first. What are you and I here today in this conversation? What are we letting go of, or what are we getting rid of, so that we no longer hold ourselves back? What are we getting rid of? Laziness. If you have no direction, if you don't have clarity on what it is that you actually want, how are you going to put in the actions to get there? At least you're self-aware enough of it, Kevin. Do you know why that's good? Because when you're taking ownership, you're taking accountability of the situation, that you have accepted this. But also the other side of it is, are you willing to move on from that kind of habit, that kind of behavior? Are you willing to move on from that?
Yes, sir.
Why is it so important for you to move on and not let that control you anymore, that laziness?
Because I don't want to be doing the same thing, you know.
Right, my good friends, welcome back to my YouTube. Hold the applause. I will come to that in a moment, okay? Cool. What do we have for you here today? One of my personal favorite sales calls that I've ever taken. I show a lot of my sales calls. I show a lot of my objection handles. The coaches are the people that don't do that. Careful of that one. Because it's one way to tell you what to do, but if I can show you live and direct how to do it and why I'm doing it, way more powerful for you to learn from. So what I'm going to do, run you through one of my personal favorite sales calls. There's a couple of reasons why this is one of my personal favorites, but what's going to happen is I'm going to run you through a couple of things, and then I'm going to share the actual live call with you. I'm not going to break it down this time because I know on YouTube I've kind of spoken over the call, so I'm just going to let this be a free-flowing call. What's going to be really cool about this is I'm going to share a document with you. Now, on this document, it's going to go through some of the subtle skills, because this prospect in particular, so let me give you some insights. So with this conversation, with our ICP was very unique, and if we got a certain avatar on the conversation, they were usually the most difficult prospects. So you had to really dig deep into those guys. Now, I made like a small judgment when he first come into the conversation. You'll see it in the conversation. You can see my body language, my facial expressions, and then you'll see that. And then quickly, within the first minute or so, I quickly realized what kind of a conversation I had to adapt to. That in itself is a very subtle skill set that a lot of you closers miss. You try and approach the same conversation, the same approach with everybody. Whereas this, it gave me the understanding of how I need to speak to this person and get them through and over the line so they can accomplish much more. How to actually help this person through their problems or their fears or their uncertainties so they can make an actual change. So what I notice for a lot of people is they focus on prospects that have I don't want to say low intent, but they aren't there for the right reasons a lot of the time, and they're just kind of people very vague and blunt for no particular reason. And I think you guys get so lost on those. If that's happening often, then that does become a you issue. But to focus on the one every so often, you lose deals to this person, to this type of avatar, to this person. So with this call in particular, me and the person that I was coached by for a decent period of time, we actually did a call review on this particular call, and I'm going to break down some of the insights that we shared. Some readable notes that you can take away and apply and execute to your own conversation. So I'm going to share that document with you. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the notes. And then once we've gone through these, I'm going to break down, I'm going to send you straight into the full call. If you want access to the full free training, the full free breakdown, make sure you message me on IG, Kurt Udale, and just message Kevin YouTube. All you need to message me and I'll send it over. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's go through the breakdown. This one is, like I mentioned before, this is genuinely one of my favorite calls. Out of all the calls that I've taken, I've had good conversations, but this one is my favorite call to watch back every single time, because you see the transformation live and direct from this particular prospect. So I think it's really powerful. Like I enjoyed going through the journey of taking him from where he was mentally to then completely flipping a switch inside of his brain to be a different person. This is why it's one of my favorite calls. So these are some of the key insights from the coach when we were reviewing the call. So like, don't focus on the questions he's asking. Notice how he's asking and the intention of what he's doing. It's easy for people to give you a script. It's easy to tell you what to say, but how and the why, that's what makes a difference. If someone's teaching you that, then they're trying to help you become a strategic thinker. What he's basically saying is if someone's teaching you how to think, then they're helping you become independent. Whereas if they're not, you just become dependent on the person. And I think as a closer, if you can operate from a place of, I've got everything I need to go away and execute and make the money I want to, that's way more powerful. And that's my job as a coach, to be able to make sure you have the success that you want. So coaches, final words, this is the level of thinking that real pros have. I'm not going to show you what, I'll show you how to think. Kurt didn't close Kevin. Kevin closed himself. Kurt just facilitated the change. So I won't bore you to death with the full breakdown, but there is a lot to go through. There's 28 pages of step-by-step manners of what's included and why it works. So the key takeaways for the viewers, what makes this call empowerment over pressure. So Kurt believed in Kevin more than Kevin believed in himself. Emotional depth. Most reps stop at surface level. Kurt went to the grandmother story, which you'll find out in the call. Identity work. Change Kevin's self-concept from lazy to action taker. Strategic pre-handling with the devil versus angel framework. Eliminated objections before they arose. This is something that I myself, I know that this is mine. If I see somebody using this in the conversation or a call, I know for a fact they're watching my shit and they're using it. If anybody else tries to teach you this as well, just know it's come from me. Authentic connection. That shows ultimate level of leadership and trust. Conversational EQ and social awareness. So what that means is like most people just try and approach a sales conversation one way every single time. But if you know how to speak to the person and how to have their conversation to be able to help them through what they need, that's what makes the biggest difference. And what would have failed in this conversation? Slamming Kevin for not watching the videos, getting so lost in him not watching the videos and just letting that dictate the whole call. Being too direct or a typical sales approach. Pushing product features without emotional foundation, accepting lazy as truth instead of reframing it, and being too attached to the close. So there's advanced skills breakdown here, body language, conversational EQ, and hidden techniques. There's loads in here that you'll be able to go through and execute in some of your conversations. And this is exactly what leads to the close. So I'll leave you with that, and then we'll be able to go straight into the call. Now, before I go away and let you go and watch the call, one thing that I do want to raise, what I've experienced as some of the best closers that actually make money is the people that don't just take the information, they take it and execute. Now, what I see with a lot of bottom barrel closers that like to tell themselves things are going okay, or, I'm in a good spot, I'm just trying to work through this, I'm going on vacation, I've got this coming up, I've got this coming up. You are a reflection of the standards that you hold your prospects to. Every time you fall into your own excuses, you allow prospects to fall into theirs. I don't have any. The amount of sacrifices I had to make and still make today to be able to get to the level that I want to is tremendous. Some of you guys are so focused on, I need to have this money so I can be able to go on holiday and do this and this. Fuck your holiday. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices to get the success you want. That's what entrepreneurship is. These are the kind of standards that you need to instill into your prospects, because everything that I've built in my own life is a standard that I want from my prospects as well. So if you try and give me any bullshit, I already know that I've been through that experience before and pushed through it. So there's no reason why you can't too. So what will happen is if you request this free training, there'll be two types of closers. There will be the broke closer, the poor-minded closer that will take the information, maybe watch it in a couple of days, and then just watch it and do absolutely zero with it. Whereas I know the best quality closers, they will request the information within the same hour, they'll go through it, implement it into their calls within the next 2 hours, and they'll get a win off the back of it. That's exactly how it would work, and that's what makes the difference in between the successful people in this industry and the unsuccessful people in this industry. How do I know? Because I've been on both sides of the table, motherfucker. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. If you message me on Instagram, I will likely give you a hard time if I know you're not executing on the information that I give you. There's no point in me putting all this effort just to send you something for you to not to execute on it when my intention is to make you more fucking money. So remember that, okay? So that's my rant, over, done, dusted. Let's go into Kevin. Pleasure, my good friend. Welcome to the call.
Thank you, man.
I believe we previously had something scheduled in, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, then I had something come up. So
Okay.
then I had talked to the guy on Instagram, and then he said he was going to schedule it.
That's fine. I know Sean may have sent you a couple of resources. I sent you a boring video. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I was watching them.
Were they helpful in any way?
Question for the they were saying like it's gonna be like pre-built.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you guys I guess pick the products besides I guess going through like the Google and TikTok? You guys that's how you guys would find the products?
Well, those are mostly skills that we'd show you inside, and it's just based on experience. But was the video helpful in any way?
They were giving out Sean's videos. He was telling about lessons, and then yours was like talking about the way it works. I just didn't know how to get started.
Was it helpful?
A little bit.
Only a little bit? People usually tell me, yes, it was helpful. How come it was only a little bit helpful?
I mean, it was just showing it was just showing the TikTok, but it's like I don't know where to go, like through the app. Like, is it the one that you showed me, or the one that
The one that
Sean?
I sent over.
Okay.
Well, there's no point looking at them now. The idea is it just gives you a little bit more clarity on how this works. So when you come to this conversation, it's way more helpful for you to understand what's kind of going on.
Okay.
So let's just run this. I'll run you through how it works into more in depth. But for you, Kevin, like, what's the biggest reason? What is the biggest reason you want to be able to make more money with TikTok Shop?
To be financially free. So right now it's like I don't make enough to just support myself.
You're making us just for yourself.
Yeah, just for myself. But it's like me and my brother, we live together in the same house. I want to be able to like just be me and my own have my own place. But right now it's like me and my brother just in one house. We ended up buying a house, but we're both paying for it.
Okay. What's the problem with that? Two bros living together? Good time?
Yeah, but obviously you want to like move out eventually, have your own place, get your like with your couple, your partner,
Okay.
and be in the same house as your brother,
Do you
you
like
know?
your brother?
Yeah, I love my brother,
Yeah.
obviously.
You sure?
But yeah, but I still want to be able to, be at a different spot.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
don't want to be living with him for the rest of my life.
Okay. How long have you been living with your brother?
I would say about 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Mhm.
How old are you?
30.
What made you want to buy the house together then?
I don't know because right now the rents they were going up, and it seemed a good time to buy a house, and it was cheaper because we had saved up like a bunch of money. We're still saving up to see if we can buy another one, just so we can have two different houses. I don't know, probably rent rent one out or Airbnb it. I don't know. We're thinking about that.
What do you do full time?
Oh, security. I work
Security, like,
in a building.
as in
So
like a
a
security
residential building.
like
Security in a residential building.
a security guard with a taser gun?
No, 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 just not
No?
unarmed. Unarmed. No, they have other sites that are armed, but this one requires it's only with a C license, it's not a G license.
That's fair.
Yeah,
What do you make doing that?
like well, how much I can pay an hour?
Yeah. What kind of income are you looking at with that?
Oh, well, I'm getting paid right now just 20 an hour. But I'm planning to like I want to make more. You know,
Yeah. So what does that equate to 20 an hour? Like my maths is really bad. It's a good job. I didn't apply to be some
or
sort
like
of teacher.
annually, I would say like I don't know. Well, it depends because we get overtime sometimes. I don't know, 60K, 50K annually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not much.
How long have you been in the job?
Um, 3 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, and this idea of financial freedom, um, what does that mean? Like, what is it when you vision that? Like, clarify that for me.
Mm, I would say I would like to like have my own place, at least have money to travel, at least instead of having to like save up, and then once I saved up, I can travel. I don't know. I'm not looking to like to buy like fancy cars or stuff like that. I'm
Why
just
not?
looking to have my own place. I don't know. Just I'm not that type of guy to be like flashy.
What do you pay on rent now? Like, what is the rent that you guys pay?
Uh, what with the house? Well, right now we're paying 3,000, the mortgage.
Could you not get like an apartment for yourself, like 2 grand, 1,500?
Yeah, but I guess it will depend on the spot. Some places like they got terrible the way they run place or in crimes too. So
Um, why this then? Like, I don't get it. Why pursue this?
I was looking to something different.
Why? Why change?
Um, I don't know, because I don't see myself like doing this security thing for like for a long time. Not really, because it gets sometimes annoying with the residents. You know,
Like,
having people yell at you and stuff like that. It's good sometimes, but not all the times.
why are they yelling at you? What are you doing to them?
Oh, it's not me. It's the rules. The rules are strict here, and some people don't follow them, so they think they're above it just because they pay here a lot of money. So they think like, oh, I'm paying this much HOA, I should be able to do this and do that. I was like, no, that's not the way it works. So
You don't really want to be there anymore
yeah,
or the future.
hmm
How long have you felt like that? Like, how long has that kind of plan, or at least idea, been in your mind?
I would say like for 6 months.
Oh, it's okay.
hmm
Uh, what have you tried? Like, what have you done to get out of it, to change, to make it better, change your position, get in a better position?
Oh, I did. I tried to be a supervisor, but then if you're a supervisor, they got you going to different sites, and then obviously if somebody calls out, and you have to like they can't find coverage. You gotta obviously you can find coverage when people don't want to work on the weekends. So then I would have to work. And sometimes I got stuff to do, and then they can't find nobody, so I have to take care of it. So I kind of had to I stepped down because I didn't like the way that was going.
I mean, with an online business, why haven't you
Huh?
done it? I mean, like with an online business, why haven't you, have you tried anything with that? Or is this,
No.
are you sure? Are you sure you want an online business?
Yeah, because I feel like I'll pay attention to it more.
How come? What makes you say that?
Well, I don't know. Because it does. I don't think. Do you guys like? Do you need like more time, or is it like let's say the online business? You guys like pay attention to it for for 5 hours, like a regular job would?
Mm, it depends how much money you're making. I mean, if you're making like 200 grand a month, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the
Uh,
start, starting off,
uh-huh.
you don't need to allocate that much time to it. But it comes down to, see, when you say financial freedom,
hmm
have you ever spoken that out loud before, or what it is that you actually want?
No.
Did you know what the significance is behind what you actually want? Because if you have no direction, then how the hell are you
hmm
going to get there? If you don't have clarity on what it is that you actually want,
hmm
how are you going to put in the actions to get there?
hmm True. But I still would I still like to try it. I
Why,
mean,
why haven't you tried it then?
because I don't know how to get started. That's the
You
thing.
do, you do, you do, Kevin.
The video. Well, I know you have to do an LSE. Um, I just don't know what the products to pick. Even though there's like a million products, and then I guess they're saying like TikTok Shop, you can use TikTok Shop, but it's like I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit too complicated.
Okay, well, do you drive a car?
Yeah.
Not suppose. You drive a car?
Yes, sir.
Before you ever drove a car, was that complicated?
No.
Before you ever stepped into a car, it wasn't complicated.
No, because
You were telling me you were like Lewis Hamilton the moment you stepped into a car.
oh, I don't know.
What I'm getting at is the first time you try something or you try something new, it will always be complicated. But
Yeah.
what's the best way to overcome the complication?
Uh,
Do it.
Try again.
Do it. Just try
Do
it.
it. Do it and try again. I guess.
So,
Yeah, but isn't the whole point to have somebody that knows the stuff so you don't make those mistakes?
so you know that.
Yeah.
Why haven't you reached out for expert help so far then? If you know that, because you know where to start, you know
Uh-huh.
what will set you up for the best possible success if you try it early
Mhm.
on. But we haven't done either of those things. Why is that, my good friend?
I don't know.
You do know. Let's look at it together, right? Because my best intention is to help you figure this out.
Okay.
Because if we look at the problem is you don't have the financial freedom you want. You're in a job here, and you're not getting paid enough to have your own apartment or your own home. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the problem. But what's the cause of all this? Like, what's causing all of this for you to not step out your comfort zone and make a change?
Being lazy, probably.
Lazy?
Uh,
No way you're lazy. I don't believe it.
no, if anything, I take a lot of overtime, so no.
Because if you use that kind of word, then what happens is you believe in that, right? That does when you say lazy, does that support the version of you want to become? The version of you that is financially free? Does that support that version of you using those words?
Lazy?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean lazy.
No? What kind of language do we need to change? What kind of words do we need to use that supports the version of you that is financially free?
Hmm. No idea.
The most successful people that you see,
Mhm.
what kind of habits do you think they have? What kind of behaviors do you think they have? There's a lot of them to become successful.
That allows them to do work.
Well, who's one person you look up to?
Sean.
John who? John Frimpong.
Yeah.
Tell me about following him.
A year.
Yeah,
But I just been watching his videos, but I really haven't like taking the initiative to do like I just been watching him the videos and stuff like with the and picking the products, but it's like I don't know, there's like other steps that he skips that I haven't
why
really
did you reach out now then? Like what's kind of how did you hear today as opposed to a year ago? You've already liked Sean.
I wanted something different. That's why.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know, being in security for so long, which well, this wasn't my own security company. I used to work for another security company for like 10 years. I just got tired of it, with all the people and the yelling and they complaining. So I wanted to do something different, especially since a new year, fresh start.
Okay.
Uh,
So with Kevin that's financially free, with Kevin that has his own home,
mhm.
what do you want to make with that? Like how much do you want to make?
um, I don't know, 3,000.
A
I
day?
know, I know. If I can go higher, I would love to, but I know that's not like at the beginning. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, that's fair.
Mhm.
But we're talking about the version of you that is financially free. Not in the
Uh,
beginning, the version that we
uh,
are, let's say, a year, 2 years down the line.
like a month, make a month. I would like to make at least take it 10K.
A month, a day,
Yeah. Hmm.
which one?
Huh?
A month, a day, a week?
No, a month.
Fair.
Yeah.
Why? Tell me about that. Like when you picture you, let's have a look at this then. The version of you that's making 10 grand a month.
Hmm.
What's different about that, Kevin? What's different about that version of him? What kind of actions does he take? What kind of habits does he have? What kind of values does he stand on?
Hmm. Probably, I don't know, more focus, I would say. Focus, paying attention more. Um,
Why would he be more focused? What does that look like?
because security is just like, security, like my job is just, I got trained on one thing and it's like, I don't know, it's already repetitive, like it's like boring, but it's like in this, I'll be able to, I don't know, focus more. And I don't know, I feel like I would have more time for myself.
Right? What
Um,
don't you have time for now that Kevin deserves?
Sometimes like there's like family events like um, birthdays
Right?
or like let's say like my grandma had passed away a year ago and I couldn't go because I had to work.
Right?
Even if you try to request it off and they couldn't find nobody, so I had
Okay.
to work. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's mostly about family.
Sure. That's
Hmm.
fair. Were you close to your grandma, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Genuine question. When that happened, what did that experience show you?
I don't know. I didn't get to say bye to her. Yeah, she was in Colombia though. So
And when we actually look at that moment, right?
mhm.
What happens internally in your mind?
I was sad.
So by reaching the life that you want and the life that you know you deserve, what do you want to
Hmm.
build? What do you want to be able to show her?
I don't know. I can support myself, I guess.
But
Hmm.
why haven't we done it? Like if we actually look at this together, Kevin,
Hmm.
right? Because that was a year ago that happened, and you're well aware that you want to make a change. Now, change is scary for everybody, right? Because
Hmm.
it's scary for me. What's preventing us, or what's causing the hesitations where we haven't figured this out yet?
Honestly, I feel like laziness because I keep pushing back on
Right.
it. Like even though I watch the videos, I have money saved up. I mean, I know you have to do an LLC. I don't know. I haven't like reached out or done anything about it to get started.
Okay, well, that's fair. At least you're self-aware enough of it, Kevin. Do you know why that's
Yeah.
good? Because
Hmm.
one, you're taking ownership, you're taking accountability of the situation that you
Hmm.
have accepted this. But also the other side of it is, are you willing to move on from that kind of habit, that kind of behavior? Are you willing to move on from that?
Yes, sir.
Why is it so important for you to move on and not let that control you anymore, that laziness?
Because well, I don't want to be doing the same thing, that I'm doing now. Like, I don't know. I just want to be able to like spend more time with the family instead of working all the time.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Things can change if you want them to change.
Yeah.
It all has to come from you first, right?
Mhm.
Um, what are you and I here today in this conversation? What are we letting go of, or what are we getting rid of, so that we no longer hold ourselves back? What are we getting rid of? Laziness.
Laziness. Yeah. I would say laziness. Yeah, because I feel like I'm lazy. That's why I haven't like taken any initiatives besides like right now, like this year.
Well, it's good that you're here, right? Because
Hmm.
what was that it's a Tuesday afternoon, and I can tell you now, most people are at home slaving
Hmm.
away, and they're not happy with the current situation, but they're not doing anything about it. You are.
Hmm.
You're actively doing something about it by being here.
I'm actually at work right now.
You're at work and you're still using your time wisely at work, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
let me ask you this, Kevin. When we get you to 10 grand a month,
Hmm.
we give you the skill set so you can actually do that.
Hmm.
Now, the money's great, but more importantly, what happens is you become a different person. You now become a person that actually takes action. He doesn't sit around in this idea of he's lazy. He becomes a
Hmm.
completely different person. He can spend more time with the family. He can move in his own apartment and be his own man. And you
Hmm.
can look in the mirror and tell yourself that I let go of laziness and I become a completely different person and I actually enjoy the life I have. What would that mean for you to accomplish that?
To accomplish that, shit. Even though, yeah, I think that would be something that I actually accomplish because, damn, I tried to finish my degree and I didn't even finish that. I was going to college. And again, I don't know, I just didn't see myself going to school. But that would be amazing.
Right. And are you committed to that version of yourself?
Yes, sir.
What's your definition of commitment?
Waking up early,
What,
focusing,
what else?
doing everything that's supposed to be done and on time.
Even if you don't want to do it, even if in the moment of doing the
Hmm.
thing, you don't want to do it, but you still do it regardless.
Yeah. Trust me, with this job, sir, there's stuff you don't want to do, but you still have to do it because it's with the job. Yeah.
But when do you start doing that for yourself though? Because it's like you're doing stuff you don't want to do for the job, but when do you start doing stuff that you know is uncomfortable, but you do it for yourself? Because when it comes down to making change, the best decisions that are going to
Mhm.
help you are the hardest ones to make. And that's what will separate you now from settling for this job for another 10
Mhm.
years or making a change here today and actually allowing yourself to get to 10 grand a month. That's the difference. Whether you're going to make the better decisions for you or if you're going to make the most comfortable decisions. Which one do you want to take? The better decisions or the comfortable ones?
The better ones.